everybody, my name is Marcus, and I'm here for another video. I know it's been a while since I've done one. Um, Today, um, I'm going to do a countdown of my top 10 favorite albums from this, rock albums, I should say, from the 70s and the 80s. Um, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Every subscription and every view counts. Um, but yeah, enough said. So I'm also going to be including albums from the late 60s as well, because some people consider the time period between 1967 to 1979 as part of the 70s in some areas. And I'll also be featuring albums that will go as far as 1990 potentially too, because some people consider that as the turning point of the 80s material as well for the same reason. So enjoy, and I'll be back here in a second with with number 10. And number 10 is Styx, Paradise Theater. This is a good album. This album came out in, let me see here, 1983, I believe. Or no, I guess 1980, according to this. Um, it's a good album. It features one of Styx's biggest hits, "Too Much Time on My Hands." You've probably are familiar with that song. Got too much time on my hands. Yeah, it's that song. But yeah, Paradise Theater is a really good album. Um, I recommend listening to it when you get a chance. And that's all I have on that one. Number 9, Bob Dylan, "Bring It All Back Home." Now, I know some of you are thinking that, oh, well, Bob Dylan is more folk or country than rock. Well, you'd be sadly mistaken. He also is those things, but I'm putting this album only on this list only because of the song "Mr. Tambourine Man," which I think is one of his better masterpieces. Um, it's a good song. If you haven't heard it, check it out when you get a chance. It's worth a listen. But yeah, pretty good Bob Dylan album. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that one. There's not really much more that needs to be said, but it is a good album. Check it out. Anyway, so yeah, number 8 is Led Zeppelin. It's a great album. Um, like I said, it's one of the best albums I've ever heard. Um, Especially the song "Dazed and Confused," which is on here. One that has one of the best bass guitar duels you'll ever hear between Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones. It's a great song. It's a great album overall. Led Zeppelin 1, as it's referred to as. And it's also got uh, "Good Times, Bad Times," "I Can't Quit You, Baby," and so yeah, it's a really good album. I recommend listening to it. The only reason why it's so low, even though it's as hard hitting and edgy as any of their other albums, is because there's other albums on this list that um, deserve to be charted a little bit higher in terms of technique and class. But this is a good album nonetheless. Number 7, The Beatles, also known as The Beatles' White Album. This is another good album, and I like this album. It has such classics as "While My Guitar Gently Weeps," "Dear Prudence," "Back in the USSR." Um, it's a really good album, and two of the most underrated songs on here that I like are "Rocky Raccoon" and "Don't Pass Me By." And then, of course, the slow version of "Revolution," which they call "Revolution 1." So, um, it's a really good album. Give it a listen when you get a chance. Um, so yeah. Number 6 is Cream, "Disraeli Gears." Um, "Disraeli Gears" is a really good album. It's got the song "Sunshine of Your Love." It's um, one of the best albums, and like I said, late 60s, early 70s. Um, anyway, this uh, band was formed by Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce, and Ginger Baker. The only remaining member of Cream that's still alive currently is Eric Clapton, um, arguably one of the greatest guitar players of all time. So pretty sweet album cover, pretty sweet album all overall. Give it a listen when you get a chance. Number 5 is Montrose by Montrose. Um, really good album. Um, their really good song on here is called Rock Candy. And a little fun fact for everybody, this album in this particular band was how Sammy Hagar got his start before he ever joined Van Halen. So, but yeah, Montrose, their lead guitarist was, his last name is Montrose. I don't remember his first name off the top of my head. I think it was like Ronnie Montrose. I think that's it, Ronnie Montrose. Um, he was an underrated guitar player, anyways, and Sammy Hagar, is a really good vocalist. He's more remembered from solo career and as well as Van Halen. So that's why not a lot of people associate him with Montrose, but he was with Montrose. So yeah, when you get a chance, I recommend giving this album a listen. Number 4, Led Zeppelin 4. Another great album. This has such Led Zeppelin classics as Black Dog, Rock and Roll, Stairway to Heaven, um, When the Levee Breaks, um, just some of the best songs that Led Zeppelin has in their repertoire. Um, so yeah, it's a good album. Give it a listen when you get a chance. Um, it's also technically a self-titled album, but it's referred to as 4 because of the symbols on the side and because it's this thing. So yeah, I mean, so I'm just gonna call it Led Zeppelin 4 in this video, so to avoid confusion. But yeah, anyway, when you get a chance, listen to that album. It's really good. Number 3, Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz. Another good album. This album was Ozzy Osbourne's breakthrough album. It contains his song Crazy Train, which everybody knows that song. Really good album, hard-hitting album. It's one of the last few albums to feature guitarist Randy Rhoads before he tragically died in a helicopter accident. And for those of you who don't know, Randy Rhoads was the original guitarist for the band Quiet Riot. So that was before Quiet Riot made it big. But anyways, Ozzy Osbourne and Randy Rhoads, teamed up and made a masterpiece of an album, and that's what we got here. So good album. I recommend giving it a listen. Now, I know some of you are probably going to criticize me for this, but number 2 is AC/DC, Back in Black. Sorry about the lighting, guys, but there we go. This is another good album with such classics as You Shook Me All Night Long, Back in Black, and Hell's Bells. Really good album. Give it a listen. Pretty self-explanatory. Um, do give it a listen. It's the best ever. Number 1 is Black Sabbath, Paranoid. And it is a good album as well. This is arguably the album that created heavy metal as we know it. From Tony Iommi's guitar playing technique to Ozzy's very eerie vocals. The big hits off of here were uh, Iron Man, Paranoid, which is arguably their biggest hit of all time, uh, and War Pigs. A couple other tracks that you hear sometimes on the radio but aren't really singles are Jack the Stripper, where fairies wear boots, and uh, 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 Electric Funeral. So yeah, those are um, some good songs as well too. So not much more time on that. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. So uh, on and it's been a good ride on this video, guys. So I'll be back here with a wrap up. So there you guys have it. This is arguably one of the best lists that I have ever done, and I hope you enjoyed this top 10 list in this video that I did. If you like this video and you want me to post more videos to my channel like this, please let me know. And please subscribe, guys. A majority of you guys who watch these videos don't subscribe. Every subscription helps. Every subscription counts. I really want to try to get this channel going so that way I can invest more time into better technology and better equipment to make these videos better and even more exciting for you guys. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, leave comments in the comment section below, and please subscribe to my channel. See you later, guys. Have a great day, and continue to rock like generals living in the masses. Burn out. From the War Pigs, from the song War Pigs, by Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. So, or just Black Sabbath from number one on that list. But anyway, enough of my babbling. Have a great day, everybody. Stay awesome and stay rocking.